Matthias Kempken got 67.58. And now Cathrine Rasmussen. And from behind, of course, you can't see the head position, but when I'm sitting, if I'm judging just behind, I can see energy, I can see the irregularities and so on. And if I'm not quite can see anything, then I always think it's up to the other judges who are in a position where they can give the right another mark. But probably we are not so wrong, even if we are sitting and see it. We see it from the back. Extended trot. Very good transition. But in the extension, I would like to see more swinging back. And the Piaf could have a little bit more suspension, and absolutely correct, sir. She will end, and in comparison to a lot of others, I should give 6.5, not an 8, because for an 8, I would like to have a little bit more energy. The walk should be 4 beat. But as I mentioned in the beginning, that it should also be relaxed and supple for a high mark. Passage, nice position. This time the Piaf was a little bit more energy, but also, as I mentioned, one of the most difficult things is transition out of Piaf to the Passage. So for the transition, she got probably 5, maybe a 6, but because it's also a transition from the Passage into Piaf, and then together with the transition Piaf Passage. Looks for me like it's a good canter, but I'm not quite sure, but I think she made a little mistake here at the end. And when we're talking, I said sometimes the back is not the best when going forward. And then you can see that the extended canter was a little bit flat. Should leave the ground a little bit more. And we can also see here in the zigzag, the quality of the canter is not so high. So I think it's difficult for her to get, I should say 6.5, I think 6. Because the pace is also important, but it was such a poor canter So even if the number of strides were correct. So that's also with the basic work, and to have the right horses. The basic paces are so important. If you want to have a real winner. Good balanced, could maybe have a little bit more energy, but easy. Oh, I said easy going. And then she lost the bending to the right, and because of that the horse changed in front one step and then changed back again, and then you are suddenly below 5. So from clear 7.5, she came down to a 4. And a nice passage. So there are a lot of things I like with this horse. Can just say that sometimes the back and the paces could be a little bit better, but if you just look at the riding and the way the horse and the riders, the way they behave, is things I like.